Are you guys ready for the Bestie Zone? Welcome! Hello, 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 hello. I hope you guys are doing amazeballs. You guys catch my sweet, sweet acapella right then? Bum, 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 bum. I could have been in Pitch Perfect. I could have been in Pitch fucking Perfect. Because that was Pitch Perfect. Hello. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the Bestie Zone. Hey, can you tell I like singing? I think we all sing. Hello, it's me. It's me, Jonica, your best friend. And you are? Okay. So, good. How are you doing today on this beautiful, beautiful day? It's actually really great outside right now. Can I say that with you? It's beautiful outside. I did just get, you know what I got? I just purchased some outdoor furniture. And here's the situation. I haven't had a good porch in many years, actually. And my family were porch people. We like to sit out on the porch. We like a good hammock. Sometimes I'm like, I should smoke cigarettes just so I have an option. Just so I have a good reason to sit outside and do something outside. And I'm like, that's insane. That's like an insane reason to start smoking cigarettes. But sometimes I'm like, maybe I should, though. Maybe I should just start smoking cigarettes. Guys, also, I have an idea for a tattoo. I don't know if I've told you guys this, but I feel like I should get a tattoo. A tasteful tattoo of a sexy lady cigarette smoking a cigarette. Okay. I think that would be cool. Personally. I think that would be fucking cool as shit. I don't know where I'd get it. Right on my sweet ass? Or do I want people to see it? I don't have any tattoos on my legs. So I could do... There's a lot of canvas here. I've got big thighs. But... then it can't be out on display all the time. Because I got these sweet tatties on my arm. Do I look cool with them? Do I look cool? If you saw me walk around, would you be like, oh, whoa. If you saw me walking around with my Wizard 101 tattoo, would you be like, oh shit, they're cool. Do I look like I drive a Harley Davidson with my snake tattoo? I don't. I will never ride on a motorcycle. This I promise you. I don't... That's too scary. Also loud. Ew. I fucking hate the sounds of motorcycles. I really do. I like really do. Like it causes like actual pain. I like whenever somebody is driving by in a motorcycle, I feel all of my nerves lighting themselves on fire. You know what I mean? And look, there's some cool looking motorcycles out there. But also most of them look stupid. There's only a few that are cool looking, but I'm sorry, but you look dumb. If you're riding on a motorcycle, you look dumb and you sound annoying, and I hate you. Yep. I hate you. Because stop making sounds that loud. I don't want to, like, think about you. I like my main character syndrome, and I don't want to, like, think about the other people around me. When I'm out in public, I need everyone to fade on into the background. That's crucial for me. That's crucial. And here's the situation. This I promise. I will also fade into the background for all y'all. When we're all out in public together, I'm not going to bother you. I will do my best to go completely unnoticed by you. Because that's how it should be. Leave me alone. You know what I mean? Just go away. I don't want to think about anybody else. Ever. Ever. Never. I only want to think about me. That's a full-time job, having to think about me and all my wants and needs. And anxieties and stresses. Having to manage all that. On top of that, my body's trying to, like, pump blood to all my organs. Desperately, might I add. It's like trying to keep me alive at great cost. And I also have to consider the fact that, like, sometimes I really need Taco Bell or I'm gonna fucking start having a breakdown. That's too much to ask. I can't also be folding in a bunch of other people's fucking thoughts and feelings and their whims. No way. All that to say, stop driving motorcycles. You better stop. You better stop. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I'm doing amazing because guess what? I'm in a new place of my own. Bryant and I were living with his parents for like... We moved in June and we left April. We thought we were going to be there for a couple of weeks. So you can imagine that was too much for all parties. And apparently, guys, also is not good at peeing outside. He hates being outside. We found him, like, thrown onto the freeway, like, half alive. And, like, he's got something going on. He's got something going on because either somebody threw him out of a car to murder his ass, or he jumped out of the car on the freeway and they were like, "Well," and then they just left. Can you imagine if your dog jumped out of the car? If my dogs jumped out of the car, I would cause a 20-car pileup getting from 80 miles an hour to a 0 in 1/2 a second. To stop and get my dog back. So he was just left out on the freeway. So either his owners are the worst people on the face of the planet and they did something to fuck him up, which is probably true, or, and it's probably both true, when he bounced on the freeway, he hit his head a little too much and now he can't do things normal. He hates the feeling of dirt and grass. It's weird. I've literally never seen a dog do it where he'll be outside and he'll be like, blah. And he'll, like, literally recoil from dirt and grass. It's actually insane. It's weird. But anyways, when we were there, the house is big and dark and he doesn't like to let anybody know he's gonna go potty, so he's gonna go hide. And the house is huge. Lots of shadowy little corners. And he pissed all over the carpets everywhere. And we left. They hired a professional carpet cleaner guy. You know what that guy said? That there was over 100 pee spots. 100. That's got to be a Guinness World Record, dude. A Guinness World Record. That's crazy. He's a pisser. For sure. For sure he's a pusser. But the house we've moved into now is, like, so small that, like, he's only had, like, 2 accidents. Isn't that amazing? Amazing. And, like, my desk area is, like, right next to the front door. So now I'm just, like, ready to rock. Because it used to be I'm all the way upstairs. And then I have to walk my fainting ass down the stairs and up the stairs. I don't think so. That's a lot. Now I'm, like, 2 feet away from the door. I'm like, go out, be free. Also, I can go sit out on my patio furniture. Hello. Yeah. My patio furniture is cute, guys. I'm going to need somebody to come over and sit with me on my patio because I've got 2 chairs. I've got 2 chairs. I will say, we need a little awning over this area because out here in the desert, boy howdy, that sun comes beating down. And it gets hot. I have, like, this fun fan. For the audio listeners, I'm now holding up a portable fan. A blue, beautiful, cooling fan. beautiful fan. Let's point it back at me because it's warm in here. And it's great. And I can like move the tripod thing because it's like I can like hook it onto anything. So I just like hook it onto the bars on the window, point it at my face, get a little coffee going, get a book moment happening. Tasty. But that sun she beats down. The landlord's like, don't worry about it. We'll definitely put an awning. And I'm like, are you actually going to do that? Because I thought we were going to do that already. I thought we would be done. I thought that was already going to be sort of part of the plan, but there seems to be no plan in sight right now to put an awning on, but I think I'm going to bother her and be like, hey, remember you wanted to put an awning on? I need it. I need it for porch time, especially the monsoon's going to come. I want to sit out in the rain, but I don't want to get sick to the bone. I'm going to get sick. I'm going to get the flu if I'm doing that. We can't let that happen, okay? I can't be sick ever. I'm never sick. I'm the healthiest person I know. I'm the healthiest person I know. I'm 100% not disabled in any way at all. I'm never sick ever, and every day is amazing. Every day is fucking amazing. If you don't know, that's sarcasm. Guys, another thing. Last time, hi, everyone out in the real world. When I'm saying guys, I mean my besties. I'm talking about my besties right now. You can become one of the besties if you want. Hey, we got space for you if you want. But when I'm saying guys, I'm talking to my besties. And you know who you are. And we have actually been rocking the Bestie Zone for the last 2 years. Almost 3 years. On Patreon. Exclusively. It's been an exclusive club. But now we're taking it out into that big, broad, beautiful world. And so you guys have to fucking catch up. You're going to have to catch up. You're going to have to do a little bit of digging and keep those ears perked for Jonica lore, because I won't be explaining. You'll have to pick up on context clues. This would be a good exercise in a little media literacy training. I know we need that. I know everybody needs that. I do. I know I need it. I'm out of practice. So this will be good media literacy content. Context clues, using your little detective brain to figure out who's Jonica, who is my new best friend. Wait, hold on a minute. If we are besties, who are we to each other? You know what I mean? We got to figure that out. Well, when I mean we, I mean you figure out me, because this is a one-way sort of situation. I guess if you wanted to, you could like leave a comment and like explain yourself. Explain yourself to me. But mostly this is a one-way street. You could be talking out loud right now if you wanted. You could kind of be having a conversation with me, but I won't remember it because I wasn't there. Really. That's how videos work. I'm sure you know that. Anyway, I have set goals. Look, I set a lot of goals I like to quantify things artistically. I'm autistic. That's part of the lore. Hey, write that down. I'm autistic. Can you tell? You don't look autistic. Please. Somebody has said that to me before. And I was like, is this real life? I have set some goals. I have set numerical, not limits, but goal points for different media to be ingesting, tasting, absorbing, whatever, interacting with on some level. And I have, these are my number goals. For books, 44 books this year, because I read 44 last year. We're trying to meet that goal. Right now, I think I'm at 25. That can't be right. Hold on, everybody. Everybody hold your horses. No, we're not at 25. We're at 15. We're at 15 books. That's pretty good. I will say I have not really read a lot of memorable books this year. Outside of last time we talked, I read a lot of Octavia E. Butler. And I like took a break and started reading other stuff. And everything went right over my head. But Octavia E. Butler is the only shit that's like staying in because she's like just like the best writer I've ever read. But last time that we talked, I went over every movie that I had watched that year. Which is why the Bestie Zone was 2 hours long. It was 2 hours. I watched like 20 something movies or something like that. We did a Bestie Zone February was the last time that we did a Bestie Zone. And I sort of went not into uber detail, but some level of detail and gave some level of opinion for every movie that I had watched that year. So it took like 2 hours, right? I fear we cannot do that this time. Because I counted. And since the last time that we talked, I've watched 81 movies. 81 movies. And look, I'm now officially at 104 movies watched this year. My goal for this whole year is 120. I think I'm going to beat it. Okay? I'm like watching a movie a day. Sometimes 2 times a day. Sometimes 3 times a day. Depending on how I feel. And I think we've done one commentary track for you guys. Also, if you don't know, over on my Patreon, we are doing commentary tracks for movies. Sometimes. Clearly not all the time. I feel like that'd be a lot if I gave you 81 commentary tracks. Unless you really want 81 commentary tracks. But I don't know. Are you guys going to keep up? If I posted 80 commentary tracks, are you going to keep up by the next Bestie Zone? You should, because that'd be great. I'd love for someone else to understand what I'm talking about when I'm talking about these movies. But also, I don't know, because you know what? My mom's the only one who watches those things. And here's the issue, is that I used to watch, like, what the fuck? Sorry, I have another monitor with another screen open where I'm watching my friend Awkward Monster stream. And there's some sort of ad for something with absurd imagery of like a lady whose head is expanding and her face is sinking in. And that really threw me off. What were we talking about? Oh, the movies that I like to watch. I used to watch a lot of romance. Christmas romance. That's one of my favorite genres. Is Christmas romance movies. I love him. But recently I've watched a lot of horror movies. And I guess I'm really like into campy gore. A little baby bit. Guys, what if I told you I'm kind of a pervert and a freak? What if I told you I'm kind of like a pervert and a freak? So I have written down here, this looks like a lot of movies, and it is. I have written down some highlights, because if we're going to talk about all 81 movies, I honestly don't know how long that would take. I don't know, and I'm scared. I'm fucking scared. Wait. So we're not going to do that, but we're going to talk about some of them, and I think we should talk about our perverted, freaky ones first. The ones where I was like, oh, I'm like into watching movies for freaks is Hellraiser. I watched Hellraiser for the first time. I'm trying to go down this sort of horror path. You guys know them, like the horror icons. Hellraiser. Is that his name? Needlehead, nailhead, the man with all the nails coming out of his head. The man with the nails coming. Here's the situation in Hellraiser. He's barely in the fucking thing. He's barely in it, dude. He's not even the main antagonist. And he's like one of 4 sex demons or something. Is that what they are? Sex demons? Torture demons? They're like torture demons. But it's like sex demons. It's something like that. He's one of 4. And he's like the 3rd spookiest one. Out of all of them. There's like a guy who's got like metal something, like claws. Like Clockwork Orange for the eyes thing, but for your mouth. And like pulling his mouth aside, and his teeth are like, and he's like constantly like on his teeth. I call him Mr. Teeth. I don't know what his actual name is, but I call him Mr. Teeth. He's freaky. He's freaky. And then there's, I think his name is Butterball, and I wish I was him. He's so cool. I wish I looked like him. He's this big, gray, globby-looking man with fucking cool as shit goggles. And I love him. I love him. And we're married. And then there's Nailhead. Pinhead. Yes. I think. And you know what he looks like. And then there's Miss Smoker Girl. Miss Cigarette. Miss fucking Cigarette. And she's like a girl who's got like a hole in her mouth. In her throat. I mean, everyone has a hole in their mouth. It's called their mouth. She has a hole in her throat. And it's kind of vaginal almost. I pause and caress my throat. She's not scary at all. She's kind of giving, actually. Because she's bald. I love a bald lady. I'll tell you that. I did shave my head once. Guys, when I shaved my head was so itchy. Is that normal? After I shaved my head, I had never... my head was, like, so itchy for, like, months on end. It was actually crazy. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I, like, nonstop was, like, scratching my scalp. Because it was, like, the itchiest it had ever been. And I'm sure that shaving it was part of the situation that made that happen. What's that about? Anyways, Hellraiser is a nasty little movie with lots of murder and gross stuff going on in that. It's kind of a lot. It's kind of a lot, actually. But I watched some other, like, kind of freaky gore fest ones that I'd love to talk about in this gore section. I watched May. I just watched May, like, a couple days ago. I think it's from 2008. I don't know. It's about, like, a weird girl. She's just weird. And I love her, and she's me. And she's like, it's 2002. And it has fucking lesbian Anna Faris, where she's like super horned up the entire time and is like, May. And she's like, you know, you're my main mama. I love it so much. But like, May's a little weirdo, and she's, like, trying to make connections with these people, but they're like, hey, stop being that weird. And she's like, what the fuck? And so she, like, tries to make her own friends, so she, like, murders all these people and, like, takes their body parts. And, like, hey, spoilers, she, like, takes their body I should have said that. We're talking about spoilers, okay? I'm sorry, are you gonna watch May from 2002? Are you? Be so for real. Are you going to actually watch it? Because it sounds like you're not. Honestly. Honestly. It sounds like you're not going to do it. It sounds like you're not committed enough. Okay, so I think it's fine. You're going to be okay. You're going to survive the spoiler. She takes all their body parts and she sews them together and she makes a friend. Except she doesn't have, like, a head situation. She's kind of got, like, the neck of Anna Faris going on. But she's like, oh my god, you can't see me. You have to see me. It's actually really sad and, like, deeply sorrowful. And so she's like, you need to see me, bro. And she's like, there's no eyes on this thing. And so she just, like, takes scissors to her own eye and then pops it out and puts it on the thing. It was a lot. It was a lot. I made sure to watch that one alone because I knew Brian would be like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's fine. He doesn't have to watch everything that I watch. And you don't either. It's okay. I can watch it for the both of us. And then you tell me about a movie I haven't seen. Okay? That'll be the exchange. Another movie I watched, I will say, there's 3 movies I watched since we last saw each other that went right up into my top 4 on Letterboxd. Went right up to the top 4. One of them was a movie quite similar to May called Stop Motion, which was like about a girl who's like making stop motion puppets and making a stop motion movie, and it's like made out of like clay or whatever, and she's sort of losing it and like makes it worse and more grody over and over and over again. She's like, what if I used mortician's wax? What if I used meat? What if I used a dead fox? What if I used a human body? A human body. And I loved it so much, dude. That movie was great. And the thing is that May and stop motion are very similar. Weird girl, mommy issues, alone, not coping well, needing to make a new friend or puppet or whatever. But stop motion gets a little push because of the puppets. And if you couldn't tell, I love puppets a lot. I love them a lot. And I've actually watched a lot of like interesting stuff that has cool puppets. I watched another gore fest that we do have a commentary track for called Galaxy of Terror. It does have a sexual assault scene in it, which I was like, hey, what the shit? And I felt like we didn't need that, but the rest of it was pretty good. Also, it has, what's his face? Robert Englund, who is Freddy Krueger. And he's so little. And he's fucking cute, actually, as it turns out. I've only really seen him as Freddy Krueger, whose face is famously fucked up. Famously fucked up. And then I think he was in Stranger Things for a minute there. Where his eyes were all scratched up or something I don't, it's been a while since I watched that show. But he's like so cute in that movie. He's a little piece. And I love him. Also, the captain of the ship, the lady captain of the spaceship, because it's obviously in space, is the old lady in Inland Empire, a David Lynch film that we've also watched. And actually on Patreon, she's the one who's like the photo that I put as the like, here's the little photo next to the little audio thing. She's that girl. She's our girl. And her death is pretty. Actually, it's honestly, everyone dies in that movie in like pretty fucked up ways. Hers is honestly the most tame, but it is still fucked. But it's pretty chill, all things considered, compared to almost everybody else. What other fucked up things did I watch? Let's see. Silence of the Lambs. I watched Dude, listen, guys. Are you fucking serious? Who's gonna tell me that Jodie Foster sounded like that? Does Jodie Foster sound like that all the time with the West Virginia accent? Because I'm telling you this. I could listen to her talk in a West Virginian accent till I die. And oh my God. It's so tasty. And you know what Bryant said while we were watching it? He's like, you know what her voice sounds like? Fucking Mrs. Incredible. Yeah. Dude. Yeah. And Mrs. Incredible, same thing. If I could get those two ladies to one in each ear, whisper little sweet Virginian nothings into my ear. Oh, come on, I'd be happy. Oh, I'd be more than thrilled. I'd be on cloud 9. I'd hit Nirvana. That's what I'd do. So that's tasty. And I love Anthony Hopkins, fellow autistic man. Yeah. Yeah. He's great in that. We also watched Hannibal, the sequel, which Jodie Foster was not in, unfortunately. But it was fun to watch more of Anthony Hopkins. And at one point, he eats Ray Liotta's brain, which apparently really fucked up Bryant. He was not happy about that. And I was like, whoa. And Bryant was like, whoa, oh no. We had very different reactions, but I was pleased. I was like, that's great. That's actually beautiful is what that is. And I watched another Anthony Hopkins thing. Here's the situation with the puppets. I watched an older Anthony Hopkins film called Magic. Oh, 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 it's magic. Do you know? Anthony Hopkins in a movie called Magic with puppets. He's a ventriloquist in it. Guys, and he's actually doing ventriloquy. And it's fucking crazy. I don't get it. Hey, can I say something? Look, I love puppets. I really do. I love puppets. I do think that ventriloquy is cringe. Hey, oh, hey. Hey, I said it, okay? I think it's kind of cringy. Sorry. I'm sorry. Unless it's done really well. And honestly, Anthony Hopkins does it pretty fucking good. He does it pretty good. But when they're like, like you can tell that they're moving their mouth and I don't know, man. It's rare. It's rare. I think ventriloquy can be cool. I do. But most of the time, it's so dorky it hurts. It's so dorky it hurts. Like Jeff Dunham, baby, I'm so sorry. But you're a dork. Derogatory. You're a dork. Okay? I don't care how famous you are. I don't care how much money you are. I don't care how much money ventriloquy has made you. You're a dork. Okay? And you can't do anything to change that. You can't. Also, don't you have racist puppets? Stop doing that. Anyways, Magic was great. It was great. It was, this I feel like it was great because of Anthony Hopkins. Like, the script is sort of like, whatever, but, like, just getting to watch him do good ventriloquy was kind of, like, worth it. Also, I was like, oh my gosh, he's so young in this, because it was 1978, that movie. I was like, he's so young in it, but he's, like, fucking 40. And I'm like, what the how old is this man? How the fuck old is Anthony Hopkins? I don't get it. Let's see. What other things did I watch? I watched this fucking crazy ass movie. This one's honestly worth a watch. It's called Abruptio. Abruptio. Let's see. When was that released? I know it seems like it would be in Spanish, but it's not at all. Is it good? No. But, like, it's interesting only because of the puppets. And everyone is, like, a weird mannequin puppet. Like, almost like 2023 is when it was made. It was, like, everyone is... So they look like a mix between... like a mannequin and a blow-up doll. Like, everyone looks fucking weird, dude. And that's all the characters. And they're just, like, moving through a regular world. And I was like... It was so freaky, so weird. The script is, like, bad. Like, really bad. It's, like, not good. And the story is, like, not very interesting. And it's, like, definitely, like, unnerving, but not enough unnerving that I'm like, this is good horror or whatever. But like, just it's interesting enough to watch alone just because of the weird puppets. They're so fucking weird. And I loved it because of that. And I was like, I should make one of me. Should I? I should make one of me. How do I do that? I gotta figure it out. Because how fucking weird would that be? Would you guys be upset if I had like a fucking weird mannequin blow up doll puppet of myself, but then like where I kept it wasn't like with my other puppets over here. I like kept it in the shadows underneath my table. So you guys can just see it like peeking out. Wee! Wee! And we never mention it ever. Ever. So if anyone comes in, they're like, What is that? I'll never tell. What do you mean? There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Another puppet movie I watched that's very much not freaky was Labyrinth. I don't think I'd ever seen it fully before, and if I did, I was too young to like really like sit and watch it. Obviously, I know a lot of the music from it. And I know the story. I'm familiar with a lot of different aspects of it. I mean, it's hard to be into puppets and not, have your finger a little bit on the fucking pulse of anything Jim Henson's done, which is it's interesting for me because I'm not really a Muppets girly. I will say that my favorite Muppet is Miss Piggy. You can use that to decide who I am. I know some people do. I know a lot of people will say Gonzo. A lot of the people who I feel like I would resonate with they say Gonzo, but it's Miss Piggy for me. It's Miss Piggy. And if we're honestly though, if we're considering Sesame Street, I know like we're talking about Muppets and then Sesame Street are technically Muppets, but they're like extended family. Grover's gonna be the one for me, if that's the case. I love Grover. I love him so much that I literally made a D&D character named Grover, who's a blue fuzzy alien creature. I love him. I love him so much, okay? But yeah, I watched I watched The Labyrinth. It's so good. It's a crystal. Nothing more. I was kind of like, should I learn how to do fushigi juggling? My sister had one of those fushigi balls. Yeah, I fully thought that I was gonna like touch a fushigi ball and then immediately just like like start. It would start magically kind of like moving, but yeah, no. Unfortunately, anything cool and honestly truly whimsical, you have to like work for, which sucks. Really, it sucks. I have been thinking for many years, I need to like facilitate more whimsy in my life. I am currently facilitating a good amount of whimsy. I do have like a fake moose head puppet, and I'm currently surrounded by puppets right now. I feel like that's fairly whimsical. You know what I mean? But I just feel like I should be learning like card magic. You know what I mean? Right? I feel like I should be learning how to do magic. And I think I like need to like sit down and I need to get fucking serious about this. Also, I really want to learn juggling and stilt walking really bad. Like really bad. And I think I need to like sit down and like figure this shit out. Because also I do tarot card readings for people sometimes. Imagine you're getting a tarot card reading and they start doing card tricks. Like flipping it around and shit like that. You'd be like, what the fuck is going on? And it would be so sick and fucking cool as shit. Okay? I would give anything for that. I went to go see this one magician many years ago. His name is Magic Kenny Bang Bang. And he does, in Bisbee, Arizona, he does a little magic show in something, I think it was called the Seance Room, where it's like, we're doing a seance, but he's also a magician. And it made it extra cool. And also, he has an extremely tiny chihuahua. A very small chihuahua named Lil Magic. Oh my god. I fucking love Lil Magic. Magic, dude. I sat down. He put Little Magic on this big, beautiful, ornate table. And Little Magic. I'm actually going to cry. Little Magic walked his beautiful little ass across the table and into my lap and sat there the whole seance. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. Suck all the tears up. I love you, Little Magic. Wherever you are in this universe, just know I'm thinking about you. Are you looking at the same moon as I am? I hope so. All I'm saying though is like I feel like I need to like actually start learning magic. I feel like that's the right choice. Should I do it? Guys, should I do it? What if I learned close-up magic? Would you guys be into that? Would that make me cooler or what? I think I should do it! Oh my god. Guys, let's all learn close-up magic. Together! Like besties do. Like besties do. We're learning close-up magic and juggling. And then we can all get together and start a circus. Hello, fun. Guys, I think we could pull it together. Maybe I'll learn up-close magic. We'll all do a little bit of it. So we all have, like, we can all do close-up magic as our secret handshake type thing. We'll figure out some sort of magic trick to do at each other. But then everyone needs to pick some sort of whimsical something, and we'll make a whimsical circus commune, if you will. And we'll travel around the world and amaze the folks out there and bring a little whimsy to only small towns. Only small towns. We never go to a big city. Only small towns. We bring whimsy. Because, God, they need it. Don't they? I think they need it. I watched 1,000 other movies. If you actually care to know how I feel about all those things, then go fucking follow me on Letterboxd and read all of my reviews, and then get back to me on how you feel about all that. On how you feel about all of that. You know what I mean? I think this is good. I think this is a good stopping point. Guys, we did it. It's the first episode of the Bestie Zone. Should I actually make a theme song? I think so, because here's the situation: is Lime is our theme song. We have Lime, and I think the song is called, let's look it up, Babe, We're Gonna Love Tonight. And I fucking love this song. But I don't know, is Lime gonna be mad at me? I hope not. Please don't be mad at me. What if I loved you? What if that's why I'm using it? Because I love you, Lime. Okay, god damn it. So just be fucking cool about this. Okay? And then maybe we don't have to make our own theme song. Maybe Lime will give us their song and let it be our heart song. That being said, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I've had a great time talking to you. I have been Jonica. You have been. We are best friends. And you are now exiting the Bestie Zone. I love you. I love you more than words can hold. Actually, I don't. I don't know you. I love my mom. I love my mom. I love my mom.